our threats and challenges have been growing because of both in intensity as well as in commitment, because of the active borders that we have. Pakistan is supporting proxy war in J&K, despite suffering on casualties of people within their country. The border with China is peaceful, and we are following policy of constructive engagement as far as China is concerned. Also, the confidence building measures that we have, CBMs, have been very effective. We also are engaged in army-to-army exchanges, which has enhanced the mutual understanding, because of which the contentious issues which are there, it is easier to resolve.
Right. Well, Sridhar Ranjan Sen still on the phone line with us for more. Sridhar Ranjan, while he is saying that the border on the eastern front is more or less peaceful, the attention really has been on the border and the line of control with Pakistan. We've seen several ceasefire violations, infiltration attempts, violence on the border. How is the army strategizing really to tackle what's going on?
Well, I mean, we did ask the Chief of Army Staff today this question, and also why increasingly we are seeing the international border being targeted. The international border, as we all know, is already an accepted border with India and Pakistan, so therefore there should not be ceasefire violations there, which we are of late witnessing that more ceasefire violations are happening on the international border rather than the line of control, which is the disputed part, the disputed line between India and Pakistan. The Chief of Army Staff point was that most likely Pakistan has shifted its focus to the international border because of the strong counterinsurgency grid that the army has laid out along, in the hinterlands of the valley to prevent any infiltration. Whether he meant that the BSF was unable or is incapable or has gaps in its defenses, he did not clarify that part. But the very fact that the Chief of Army Staff is saying that they are trying to infiltrate to the international border rather than the line of control, which is traditionally the case, which we have seen for the last 20 years, that the infiltration taking place through the line of control and the line of control being more active. That raises a question. There are no clear answers on that. The army is saying that it will continue with counterinsurgency role in Jammu and Kashmir as long as it's required. And the chief saying that what we are going to do is increase our counterinsurgency operations. And in fact, he said that in comparison to last year, more number of terrorists have been eliminated, neutralized in 2014, which is why also there is desperation on Pakistan's side.